Hi, I'm Yasmin Adham. I was born in Saudi Arabia, 2nd of September 1995. I'm a single Egyptian girl who lives with her parents in Maadi, a city in Cairo. My highest degree was the MBA I did in management in a university called Hilwan University. So what makes me different is that I think I'm a natural girl. I don't pretend or fake to be another personality, and I think it's the most important thing. We're all different the way we are, and what my friends would say about me is that I'm a hardworking person. I do my best. I focus on stuff so much to get the best results I can, and I'm an honest and trustworthy person. So for my biggest achievements, I have went to Thailand in 2015 when I was like 19, and I was able to communicate and adapt to the different culture, which was an awesome experience for me. This is something I have been proud of accomplishing. Also, I have been promoted during the pandemic in 2020, which was really something big for me. So yeah. So for my values in life, I really have three main, which is honesty, faith, and respect. Also, there comes like freedom and focus and clarity. I really believe in all these six things. As for the talents, I like painting and drawing, and also I like organizing stuff and rearranging their places. I feel like this gives me a positive vibe of having being in a different place or something. Beside those, I like walking and hiking and yeah, like outdoor activities. And also like to communicate with different cultures and get to know more about the cultures. Even if I'm in my hometown country, I try to meet foreigners as much as I can. It really enriches my soul in a way. So yeah, this is for my interests and talents. When it comes to the part of whether I'm living, where I'm living and so on, I'm living with my parents since I was born. I have been like going to a couple of trips, but then I come back again to the same house, to my parents' house. And why I'm doing this is it's mainly part of the culture actually. It's preferred to stay with your family and your parents. And the second reason for that for me is that I'm into exploring that much and I like seeing new places. So it's a really big chance for me. It's an opportunity for me. If I'm living with my parents, I can save more money and actually I can explore. I can get to explore more and more. So yeah, those are the two main reasons why I'm living with my family. So what we might be doing as a family in the free time, I think we can like exchange part of the culture through like hearing a bit of songs from Egypt and Mexican music for sure. And we're going to, I have some a bit of ideas like watching movies and getting to tell the story behind, which is going to be a bit into the culture if we're able to. I would love to have like the part of learning a new recipe and doing Mexican food by my own self. So that would be great as well, doing in the free time. Dancing and learning how they actually engage with music, because I believe like Mexican culture is full of music and dancing and stuff. And maybe if we have the time to go outside, I would like to see natural spots and like green areas if there is any near by places. Yeah, that's mainly. And I think communicating and sharing the language would be really big part of our free time. Yeah, that's for the free time. And regarding anything related to the health issues, I don't have any problems like health issues. And regarding the food, I don't also have any problem with eating anything, except that I'm Muslim, so meat and like chicken, they should be like halal. If it's not available like where I'm staying, or like it's not affordable, so I tend to be a vegetarian person at this point, so it's fine. I do manage whatever kind of food. It can be fish, veggies, and so on. But in case the meat and the chicken are possible to get as halal, so I can eat them as well. So as I mentioned, I'm a Muslim, so I don't do drugs, I don't drink alcohol, so I would not be in a need for any of these things, but I might be like joining my colleagues or like the other volunteers whenever they are going outside. Maybe we can arrange that. We can also sometimes sit in a cafe to drink something. That would be great. Maybe preparing some work related stuff in the nights, spending some night times with the family, having fun and like communicating mainly. So that's probably how I'm going to spend my nights there. As for the relationship I'm going to have with the students, I think it's going to be more of a friendship than just being a student or teachers, because their ages are like from 14 to 18, which is a closer age to my age, and I think they would be able to give me back as well, knowing more about the culture. So my main ways to like engage with them more is going to be through like playing games, knowing more about the cultures, and having open discussions, so I can get to know from them about their culture. They're going to know from me. So I think having it as a two-way thing will help the part of getting more info and learning than just having a standard boring way of getting information. Also, the interaction is going to be a main thing, because I believe learning should be fun despite the age, and this is going to be the main. As for if anyone had difficulties like participating, I will like give my focus on having more visuals than just writing and expressing in English, because I believe like if it's a new thing they're learning about, it's more preferable to see like more visuals, so you can actually get the idea more faster. I think that would be the main. For sure, I'm going to try my best like getting a support of a dictionary words, like seek how to express this in their own way, or like I can seek the support of someone of the student colleague to support, like mentioning the real brief meaning of what has been going on. Like this could be also an option, and I believe visuals do miracles about that. So yeah, expressing in like physical interaction plus the visuals like really helps, and language will never be a barrier at some point. So yeah, that's mainly, plus some games. I think it will work. So the main topics I might be talking about is going to be mainly brief about like how the old civilization was, and what is the old civilization of Egypt, and how actually we're living right now and how it is, like a bit of a comparison between old lifestyle, Egyptian lifestyle, and right now. We're also going to involve the language as well. I believe it's going to be an interesting topic, how to express themselves, and we're going to see if we can like do the comparison of like common phrases and words used in Spanish language and the Arabic language, which is going to be interesting as well. So yeah, briefly about that, some of the traditional like sharings and art and history part as well. So yeah, that's briefly about the topics. What makes me Egyptian is that my parents are purely Egyptians in a way, my dad and my mom, and they have lived most of their lives as well in Egypt. Some of them, like my mom, has lived some time outside a bit, and my dad was like had some origins from Syria, but still at all, like the most of what we have as a family is like being pure Egyptian as the highest percentage. So yeah, I think this makes me an Egyptian. What makes me an ambassador of goodwill, I think, is that my values shows that a bit, and that I do belong mostly to being an Egyptian. So that's the most needed thing, I think, in this program, is to believe like is to show where you're belonging from, and you're showcasing your identity of being of a different culture, and exposing the Mexican people and the Mexican students to it. So for sure, my identity would be a very big, has a very big impact, and as well as my values as a human being. So that would make me an ambassador in goodwill to showcase my culture to the Mexican students. So the meaning of brotherhood between nations or among nations for me would be that we're all in a way brothers and sisters. And according to my beliefs, I do believe like we're actually brothers and sisters, because being a Muslim, part of my religion speaks about like the fact that we were all born from the same parents, Adam and Hawa. So yeah, in a way we have been all tending to be the same origin in a way, but this because of the the expansion of humanity and that we have been living in different environments, in different lands, on different like spots of the world. So we had this a bit of differences, but still we're naturally both, we have a bond together where we all do belong to each other in a way. We're all brothers and sisters. So maybe this is my belief about brotherhood among nations. Yeah. So what I know about Mexico, I have had this visual of like being able to figure out how this culture is all about would be mainly based on the animation movie called Coco. So I have seen how much they have the value of family, and like they like having fun, and they have their own different culture, which was really intense and like showcased in this movie. So I think it's a real fun culture. They have really different traditions, but I'm really looking forward to know more about. And I like the vibe, when you get to see this movie, you feel the vibe of this culture. So I don't know much, but this movie showcases me the country, how it is, and how people are living there. And also for sure, I've heard a lot about the food. I have once tried the tacos food here in a restaurant in Egypt, but I believe like it's going to be different in Mexico. So all this stuff would make Mexico this amazing culture, I believe so. What I might be thinking of doing after the program, or like after 27th of May, is maybe visiting like America if there was a possibility, like taking the visa, because recently I believe like it's not an option for Egyptians to take it. But anyways, I'm just going to check like a couple of options other than that, maybe Cuba or Haiti to visit. So it might be this side, or maybe visiting some of my family members in America. Yeah, so that would be maybe part of my plans, or I would just stick to going to Mexico and then coming back to my home country. That's fair enough for me. So what makes me the right candidate is that I'm really into volunteering, and I really feel the impact of being a volunteer. I have been there. I have been volunteered twice, and I really know the impact of it. So my belief about volunteering briefly is that when you have the chance to be a volunteer, you actually vote every day for democracy. It's an ultimate way of democracy for me, and it makes you contribute in a way to leave an impact in the world and human beings around you. And this is something that we all as human beings I think we're all seeking. So yeah, I really wish I can be part of this program to give and learn actually more about the Mexican country.